Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday morning live broadcast. And I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook, all of my friends that are watching this on LinkedIn, and of course, all of my friends that are subscribing to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be sharing a tremendous amount of information, and we're going to show you just how easy it can be for all of you to take your business to a new level. Let me just take a look and see who's here. Now, unfortunately, uh, unless you're participating in this live Zoom session, I can't see who you are, and you're really not in a position to ask questions. So moving forward, uh, you want to jump on any of these live ones, just go to my website where the webinars are posted and help yourself. So if any of you have any questions, please type them in the chat window before we get started. Okay. Steve, you've got 3 conversations, and Amelia, you say you've got a couple. Well, if we can't get to them during this session, then we'll certainly pick them up in our mastermind session at 1 o'clock. Now, I have to tell you, I'm excited, right? I just came out of a meeting. We're getting ready to release my artificial intelligence chat GPT program. And before I get into that, let me first say that for those of you that tried to register for boot camp on Wednesday and Thursday, we had a technical issue. You were not able to register. And because of that, looks like we had over 100 people that tried to register to participate in my May boot camp. So by the time we got it fixed, we were coming up on the start of our May boot camp, which was supposed to start on Thursday night. So I moved it back. So our first boot camp session is going to be on Tuesday night. So you've still got plenty of time to register and participate. Okay. Now at 1 o'clock today, we have a mastermind session. And let me put this in the chat. Going to start at 1 o'clock. Okay, now, and we have some new people that are here for the first time. Tim, welcome. I took a quick peek at your profile. We'll talk about it in a bit, show you things that you could be doing to certainly improve it. Okay. Now, I put a video up on YouTube yesterday, and we're getting ready to introduce something that is going to have a profound impact, not just on the network marketing industry, but it's going to have a profound impact on people in other kind of businesses. See, the interesting thing about artificial intelligence, and for 28 years, my scripts have been providing artificial intelligence to network marketers. And AI came out in November of 2022. I watched it for almost a year. And then last November, I introduced it to our bootcamp participants, introduced it to some of my coaching students. And what we found, we suggested, hey, use my scripts, run them through AI. Maybe you can come up with something a little different. And to tell you the truth, after November and December boot camps, I had to admit, my scripts are better. And what happens with Chat GPT or any of these automated systems is if they don't know precisely what to say, they hallucinate. All right. And they'll dig into this treasure trove of content that's out there on the internet and put in other stuff. So when you're working with it, and you'll see when we jump into LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is trying to introduce their own form of artificial intelligence, their examples come up short when you compare them to what I've been providing for 28 years. So before we're getting ready to release all of this next week. Well, I posted something on YouTube yesterday. Let me bring it up here.
Everyone, this is Alan Pariser speaking. I've known Max for a long time, and over the last 20 plus years, all that he's done is he's taught people how to expand their contact list using the internet and using social media. He knows what he's doing. He can teach you how to make new contacts, give you scripts on how to approach them, and how to increase the number of enrollments in your business and how to find business builders. By the way, just so you know, I have personally hired Max to coach me, and that I think over the last year has ended up in Sandra and I enrolling an extra 20 personally enrolled preferred customers and probably about 11 or 12 personally enrolled directors, some of which are director threes and higher and climbing the ranks. So we know for a fact that this works and that this could be a huge benefit to you. And without much further ado, let me introduce you to Max Steingart.
Hey, Max, it's Pete Olson. I wanted to take a couple minutes to give you a shout out. As you know, I'm the number one money earner globally in mid-builder, number one recruiter, and I couldn't have done that without your program. And as you know, we go back to when I was in the newest days, and your program was introduced to me way back in 2012, and within a 4-month period, I rose to the top of the company. I have unleashed your programs on my entire company. And what's so incredible about it is that these people now are going to be able to recruit where they never were able to before. They can do it in an hour a day from their home with their phone or their laptop and just have conversations that you teach. My gosh, I was in Las Vegas for a week partying and the whole 9 yards. And while I was there, I recruited 4 people while I was on vacation. I mean, it was that easy. Anybody can just do it hour a day and they will absolutely blow up their business and become 6-figure earners.
And what you've taught me, obviously, I've applied to my network marketing business, and it absolutely works. We know that. It's a fact. You've done it with me, you've done it with so many others. But, one of the things I always say was, what you teach us, we can apply to any job. And it's the same technique, it's the same dance. And I've used it in the insurance world, where I was recruiting for multiple agencies and using your techniques. I remember when I recruited 40 insurance agents in 1 month. That's huge. And I know that you've worked with others that have built huge insurance agencies as well.
I'm driving, so I want to share this quick testimonial. In case my signal cuts out, I'm headed out of Vegas right now. Max is the guy you want to work with. This is one of the trainers in network marketing who actually has stuff that flat out works in real life, not the latest, greatest ClickFunnels, shiny, gooey stuff. You want the real stuff that works. Max, last time we talked, I think I was the number 6 earning company, or number 5, or something like that.
5 and number 4.
Number 2 right now. So we've got a little bit ways to go to number 1, but I just wanted to thank you personally for just really giving us and my organization tools that we really needed. We've had a lot of rank advances since then. We're still polishing some things up. I need to do some more coaching with you. I can acknowledge that. I'm the number 2 earner right now. I just hit the diamond rank last month. That's a solid 45, 50,000 a month easy. So this has actually been so far the biggest month I've ever had in 10 years of network marketing, man. So I really just wanted to thank you personally. And anybody who's on the Zoom, man, you really got to take this stuff seriously. Don't just play with it. Max is the real deal. I do have a quick testimony. A young lady I just sponsored who has 0 network marketing experience. I taught her just a few of the techniques that you taught me, and she's already like number 7 in recruiting in our company right now. I just saw her name on the leaderboard tonight. So I was like, wow, I got to tell Max. So it's really cool. I just wanted to tell you, man, everything you're teaching, it works in real life, and we all appreciate you so much.
Max, I just want to tell you that since I started working with you personally with a one-on-one coaching session, and since I have been able to send our associates to your free webinars, to your boot camp, our business has completely changed. So many people who have been with us for many, many years are now coming out and texting me and emailing me and telling me that with your social media method of operation, they are now on board building a business. It's incredibly exciting to us because these are people who deserve it, and I know they can be successful with your methodology.
I've been involved in different network marketing companies for the past 30 years, and I never knew of anybody that taught network marketing at all until just a few years ago. I've been following Max since 2020, and I've researched so much about him, and I've become, one of his biggest fans. I've collected his books that he's written from 20 years ago, and the same concepts, the same things he's using today. And I find that other network marketing people that try to sell their concepts and such, they are just following what Max is doing. But Max is the one that started this. And I'm just so grateful because I feel it's about credibility and I trust you. And I know that you are an amazing person. I know that you're an incredible leader, and I know that you have the credibility and the experience.
Hey everybody, my name is Tom the Furry Hack Guitar, and part of me taking Max Steingart's course on how to prospect online, I was one of those people that was actually calling leads, and I remember just being so frustrated with not being able to get a hold of anybody and connecting with anybody, because they always say the people that make the most money in this industry are the people that you connect with. So I was having a struggle with doing that. I found Max Steingart online, and he quickly taught me how to connect with people more on a level where I can do just like a nice little search for them online by age and gender. And then all of a sudden I started applying his techniques. I finally started getting some people enrolled in my company, just following exactly what Max taught. Just in the last year, using techniques that Max has already taught me, I've done over $386,000 in just that 1 year's time in just the last year. So if you're looking at this right now and you're wondering, should I become a part of Max Bootcamp or do anything that Max does? Absolutely. So if there's a link below this, click it, do whatever it takes. And that's me signing out. See you guys soon.
I just want to reemphasize so that people listening really understand your passion for empowering people with knowledge and why. Because we want them to know what took us forever to learn. People that are new to the industry, it's almost unfair, Matt, that they find you and connect to you early. It's not fair. You haven't been beaten up for years without hope that they're going to find a real deal. In fact, I was just on the phone with one of our owners this morning who happens to be doing a meeting in South Africa, telling him that I am more excited than ever, not only about our profession, our industry, but the fact that we've connected, because you are making such a difference. I honor you for being who you are and helping those of us who love this profession to avoid frustration and not having to wait years to figure it out on our own. So we thank you for all you do to serve the industry tirelessly, so that we can live our dream and live life the way it's supposed to be.
Max is what I believe is the absolute best system for developing prospects using social media. I can't endorse this enough. You know, we live in a world where social media is really becoming a big part of what our business is and a big part of all of our lives. And so that's why I'm so motivated to make sure that everybody in my business has a real strategy and that they know the things to avoid. So I really encourage you to get as many of your people into this and really get a sound strategy for your team.
Hi, Max. This is Sarah calling from London in the United Kingdom today. I just wanted to really give my thought on your tremendous training that I've come across 7 years ago now, when I was just 22. And I was just starting off in the network marketing industry, and I had heard a lot about you. Thanks to your training course that changed everything in my life. I had built an organization of 5,000 people as a 22-year-old. I have since joined a different company, and long story short, now I have a team of over 30,000 distributors. I've made over 2 million worth in personal income. So everything in my life has changed since learning your basic skills. I must tell you, it's something that the world needs, and it's something that my current organization needs. So congratulations to everything that you're doing, and I'm really, really happy to have come across you and to have had the opportunity to change my life and that of many others, thanks to you.
Okay. We don't need to, no. All right. So that is going to be something that's as part of the introduction to our chat GPT and our new program. So for those of you that have been in students in other things before, I have to tell you, oops, let me get out of this. LinkedIn is where you all want to be. No doubt about it. And you can transform your profiles into marketing magnets with 5 profile tweaks. We're going to give you a lot more. But as soon as you bring somebody into your business, if you want to become a top earner, you have to bring someone into the business and then help them become successful. This isn't just about talking to people every day and making sales. Because if you don't help the people that you bring into your business become successful, you're just a salesman. You could be signing up 5 people a week, 20 people a month. They're in the business. 2 months later, they're out of the business. The people that you bring into your business, for those of you that are network marketers, we want to help them become successful, and their success moves you up. Last week, I spoke to Namdu, who has been in network marketing for 15 years. His first 11 years, he built a team of 30 people. He was the only one building the business. After applying what I'm teaching you, in 3 years, he built an empire worldwide of 15,000 people. 15,000 people. And you're all capable of doing the same thing. Let me pop back over here to LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is making a lot of changes. Think about this. 10 million people are jumping on LinkedIn every day. Now, for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a while, you have a built-in group of people that you could talk to, people that you're already connected to. So it all starts with your profile. Put a profile up, start talking to people. I'm going to jump out of my account. Now I'm going to jump into Steve's account. All right. Now, every day, depending upon your activity, see, it's not just about conversation. It's about putting yourself out there as someone that your ideal prospects would want to know. Steve's the headline, I'm sorry, the cover, the headline, picture, and how you describe yourself along with your activity is going to determine how many people you talk to and what the results are. So we're going to pop over here. Let's go to his network first. So Steve's been at this for a while. He's got 12,000 people that he's connected to. And many of these people he connected with, but he hasn't talked to them. Going back and resurrecting conversations with the people you're already connected to. So they're giving them credit here for 13,000 people. First level. Now these 13,000 people all have connections. 13,000 people connect him to 1,460,000. You can try this in your own account. So these 1,460,000, they've all got connections too. Connects him to 1,030,000,000 professionals on LinkedIn. Well, when you consider there's 1,050,000,000 professionals, he's connected to just about everybody. He can start a conversation with anybody. You can start a conversation with anybody. Because all you have to do, all you have to do is come up here and show me all the people in sales you got 56,700,000 people. People in sales. That are looking for opportunities. $568,000 people. And LinkedIn makes it easy. People can put around their profile picture that they're open to work. So the ability for you to reach out, start a conversation with someone that you know in advance, not only is looking for what you have, but has the skills, the experience to be successful. That's all there is to it. So, Steve, you're talking to some, let's look at what are the conversations that Steve is having. So, Steve, who are we looking at?
Patrick, Danny, and Hope.
Patrick?
Yes.
Okay, out of the three, which one do you feel is the best one?
They're all pretty new. I would say Patrick.
Okay. Which one?
They're right there, Patrick Lawrence. He's the guy that likes to talk.
Well, okay. So you reached out to him. You're right, he wants to talk. So he gave you his resume. And the last thing he said was, I'm looking for a job. Why? Why are you looking for a job? I've been working the same job for years. Looking for a change in career. So he talks about the hub zone. One day I'll wake up and I won't have a job. So we asked him, what is a hub zone? And why did your area lose its classification? an area classified as an up-and-coming neighborhood or a very low-income area. So West Virginia has been declassified as a hub zone to make it look like the economy is better than it actually is. Okay. Now, you always want to have a strategy when we're talking to someone. So he works in a hub zone that's been declassified. Let's look at his profile. Experienced recruiter looking for new and exciting career opportunities. Okay. So okay. So here's the deal. You are talking to somebody that's a recruiter, and he is specifically working in an area. Now he's working on the internet, so he has access to people everywhere. There's no reason why he couldn't find a recruiting job where he could recruit people all over the United States, all over the world, and probably make more money than he's making now. You have an opportunity for someone. Now, again, you're going to have the same conversations with people over and over and over again. It's going to be the same. Now, he's got a job, but he's in an area that just got declassified. So what, quote, we already sent him the thing about the future. Okay. So we go up here. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan. But never the goal. Take this one here. Pop that in there. Now, you already told them up here. I just sent it to a good friend. With all of your previous experience as a recruiter, Got to ask him a question. What do you enjoy the most about being a recruiter? The answer to that is going to tell you how great a prospect he is. Come back and he said, I love helping people. Now he's a recruiter, right? But you can look at all the recruiters that are on LinkedIn. $2,400,000 recruiters. There is no shortage of opportunities for you to talk to anybody. The key to having a high closing ratio is to only talk to the people that clearly have a need, have the experience to be successful, and have a circle of influence. So it all starts with your profile. Let me pop out of your account. You know, I love this. Lane, one of my coaching students, now the power of LinkedIn conversations. I love it. Let me back over here.
Greg, is that you?
So this is what happened with Lane.
Yeah, so I had been just kind of trusting Max and going step by step through the process. And to be honest, I had this little voice in the back of my head that was saying, this isn't going to work. What are you thinking? But I decided to trust and move forward with the process anyway. And then all of a sudden, just with this profile that you're seeing now, one of my friends that I used to be in another network marketing company with, first of all, he sent me a message, a LinkedIn message, and I guess I didn't see it quick enough. He was so excited to talk to me that he actually picked up the phone within a couple hours later. And he said, "What are you doing, Lane? What are you doing?" And then we had a conversation, and I said, "Yeah, I'm with this new company." And next thing you know, within 24 hours, he's now on my team. So I was pretty excited.
Once you learn this, you're going to be unstoppable. There's nothing. Now, let me come back and let's look at Tim. Now, Tim, you got 2,000 followers. Let me unmute Tim. Now, first of all, the fact that I can see that tells me that your settings are off. When people look at your profile, now we're connected. So if people look at your profile and you're not connected, they're going to see a follow button. You don't want people to follow you. You want people to connect with you. There's a big difference. Subtle. Okay? Now, okay. So, Tim, how's this working for you?
Well, it's new to me. Just getting started. I made some changes to my profile here on LinkedIn, and I haven't even finished that yet.
Okay. But in looking at, let me hit the back button here. So you're connected to more than 2,000 people.
Right.
Okay. So in the course of connecting to 2,000 people, have you made any money off of this?
No, not yet.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm just getting started.
Okay. So you're just getting started. And what are you selling?
It's the NFT. It's a way to generate wealth by bidding on NFTs on the penny auction. It's a platform that was built. I'm a member of that platform.
Okay. So, all right. So here's the deal. Whether you're selling NFTs or the service that provides, you could be promoting an Amway business, a LinkedIn, an Isagenix business, Melaleuca business. It doesn't matter what you're selling.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You need to be promoting you, not the business. Okay, for example,
Okay.
if I come over here and I'll bring up let's go up here and let's take a look at let's look at Dennis. So Dennis is talking about himself. He's not talking about what he's selling. This profile gives him credibility with other people. If I go up here, Daryl is promoting himself as someone that is experienced, someone that is successful. And what that does is it frees him up to be able to go out and start approaching people that he knows in advance needs what he has, wants what he has. So for you to reach out to somebody that, let's say, says, look for an opportunity in sales. There's 32,000 people that are flat out looking for an opportunity. This person here, hey, this isn't subtle. You know this guy's looking for an opportunity. You get information about the guy. And he hasn't worked, according to this, for 4 years. You don't even know. Well, he posted something 4 days ago. So clearly, before you rush out and start to have a conversation with him about your business, the average network marketer is taught you have to go for 100 no's to get a yes. So just reach out to everybody. Some will, some won't. So what next? Some will, some won't. So what next? You reach out to people like this, and the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look at your profile and they're going to wealth building with NFTs. Okay? So you basically say, hey, what's an NFT? But this is what you're marketing. This is what you're promoting. After 12 years of affiliate marketing. All right, now, so let me ask you a question. 12 years of affiliate marketing. This is what you're telling people. You're just getting started in marketing this. What did you market? And folks, what you do with somebody like this, when somebody reaches out to you and they say, hey, this is what I'm selling this. So the first question that you want to ask people is, thank you so much for telling me about this, sharing the information. What did you do before? What did you do? What did you do before this? Now, in the about part here, self-taught internet marketer for 11 years. Okay? So what companies did you work with over those 12 years? See, the questions that are going to come out of your profile here. So you had a remodeling and a construction business.
Right.
Okay? Well, I don't see that here. I don't see that. Everything here. Maybe this is it, Mosley Brothers.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. But I also read you work for a mutual fund company.
Right.
So you were a securities trader.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Were you ever in the military?
Yes.
Which branch?
Navy.
Okay. That's not on here. They paid you when you were in the Navy.
Yeah.
So listing the Navy, for example, you come up here. U.S. Navy. You got 700,000 people on LinkedIn that are connected to the Navy. So there's 3 categories of people that you can talk to. Number 1, U.S. Navy veteran.
Yes, Mom. I'm on a webinar right now.
Okay.
Yes.
So there are 34,000 veterans of the Navy. Come up here, U.S. Navy retired.
I will. I'm in a meeting, Mom.
You got another 46,000 retired,
Yeah, Max,
and
I was in the Navy. That was, 45, 50 years ago.
I understand that. But, and now here you got people that are transitioning out of the Navy.
Pretty nice outside. I can talk, Mom.
You got 15,000 people. All right. So these are people that are just leaving the Navy, but it doesn't matter how long ago you were in the Navy. The fact that you were in the Navy connects you to everybody else that was in the Navy, that was in the military.
Okay.
And anybody that is in the Navy is easy to talk to. It's all about conversations. It's all about having conversations, talking to people that you know would be interested in what you're doing. What I'm going to do is let me come over here and I'm going to put in the chat a link. Go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp and register for our May boot camp that's going to start on Tuesday. And we'll step you through the correct process for first, building up your profile. You come over here. As soon as you register, you're going to have access to the April boot camp, so you can get started right away. On Tuesday, we have creating your profile. Next Thursday, connecting with people, communicating with them, and closing them. We'll show you the correct way to put yourself out there.
Okay.
You have to give
Good.
yourself credibility. Right now, your profile doesn't give you credibility. And that's gonna kill you. So register for boot camp. I'll keep my eye out for you. Now, I will be back at 1 o'clock, and I put a link in there for our mastermind session. But there's one thing that for those of you that participated in what we did yesterday, I mean, I have friends. Now, I've known Keith for years. And everybody's got an interesting story. Keith became a top earner in his company. He's one of the top people in his company. And where is he? Daryl, he knows less than you from the standpoint of social media. All right. But he built a multi-million-dollar business the old-fashioned way while he was in jail. Okay. It's got a very, very interesting story. He fell in with a group of people that were bringing bales of marijuana into the United States. He built a multi-million-dollar business while he was in jail. Now, how do you do that? Before he went into jail, He jumped into this company, brought a bunch of people in who started pushing the business. He's got a phenomenal story. And you can't hold me to this yet because I haven't confirmed it. But I really shouldn't say it. But I'm going to see, just starting to work with him, and he would be a phenomenal speaker at our upcoming Top Earner Retreat. And I'll stand by about that. You're all heading down the same road. You all have access to over 1 billion people on LinkedIn. It all comes down to who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Instead of going for 100 no's, you could be closing 1 out of 10 people you talk to. 2 out of 10. 3 out of 10. I have one student that's closing 9 out of 10. If you haven't registered for boot camp yet, you still got time. I'll be back at 1 o'clock for our mastermind session. Links in the chat. And last but not least, on Sunday night, we're going to dive more into Chat GPT. See, every time you connect with somebody, let me. I got 21 people that want to connect with me. So this person here is a sales coach. Now, when I go to accept her connection, LinkedIn is bringing up some of her connections. Over here on the right, you can see people that looked at her profile, looked at other people. Okay? So what is she doing? She is selling some kind of a system. How long has she been doing it? 4 months. It looks like she's got a part-time job as a virtual assistant. Let's come back over here. Looking for an opportunity. But if you look at the person, what LinkedIn is doing is they're putting in artificial intelligence, AI. Write something back. Introduce yourself. It's great connecting with you. How have you been? Now, this is how have you been is something that you would ask somebody that you have a long-standing relationship with. Asking, how have you been? Are you kidding me? If anything, it's great connecting with you. How are you? So LinkedIn's chat, artificial intelligence, for the network marketers that are going to use it, they are going to shoot themselves in the foot. Instead, we're going to give you scripts that are guaranteed to work, that are proven to work. Okay? Now notice it says here, there was a problem generating this message. Please try again. Bootcamp, we're going to teach you how to get ahead of ChatGPT using the right stuff. I'll be back, 1 o'clock. Tim, I look forward to seeing you in boot camp.